These are the two photos I used for the drawing. I first started off tracing a circular object and started drawing lines to create the lines of a clock. I then used a smaller circular object to create a pole that connected all of the lines of the clock together and connected that down to a railway and added support beams that were in the beginning photo. I then started to make cutouts of arrows to use as the arrows on a clock. This is what it looked like after I drew out the arrows and the little man. I then started to draw out the little girl with a first design of the original photo I showed you. I then decided to go with this picture because I didn't like the way I was drawing the original girl in the first photo. I then started to draw out the gears from the top, and I didn't like the way they turned out, so I just decided to erase them and move on. I then started to draw two of the gears at the bottom of the picture. Then I started to paint, and I started with the pole, the gears, and the clock. This is a photo of everything but the clock being painted black. I then started to go back over everything I had just painted again because it looked a little streaky and I wanted to make sure it looked solid. I then made a pink brown, and a little bit of black mixture to make a dark pink for the railing and some of the support beams. This is a final photo for after I added the dark pink. I then used a gray to paint the arrows and the little guy to make them look like they were on the outside of the clock. I then went back and repainted them to make them look a little bit better. I used yellow and brown to make a mixture for the clock. I then started to go back over what I had just painted to make it look less streaky. During this time, my little brother was in the background eating. This is a photo of after I finished all of the yellow. I then took a metallic blue and started painting the background. I was going to end up making the blue fade into a purple, but I decided to just add purple straight onto the blue instead. decided to take a sketch of a tulip and trace it in the background. After it's etched into the painting, I painted it purple but didn't fully fill it in. I decided to leave the center of the tulip unpainted because I thought it looked somewhat cooler. This is a picture of what one of the tulips looked like. This is what it ended up looking like. I hope you enjoyed.